Hello everyone, and welcome to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. So honestly, I wouldn't really consider them Sith Lords, to be honest. I mean, they're not, it's not like you're going up against Tulak Horde or Mark Ragnos, Nagasato, any of the important ones. You're just going up against Mr. Sleeps for Fiber Braids, though, and the more impressive one, and then spoiler one. So yeah. So here's the thing. Not sure how exactly stable this one's gonna be, because back in the day I used to have loads of problems with Knights of the Old Republic too. And now so we have the restored content mod, and a bunch of ones. The problem though is, like KOTOR, I screwed up and had to reinstall. This one, I'm pretty sure I've screwed a few things up, but I don't know how bad. And because I don't know exactly how bad, yeah, that might cause problems down the line. May cause problems. Also, there's some weird issues with some robes where the textures aren't working properly. Like, it'll be like, here's the robe, it's decent, and then, like, on the back, like, one side's fine, the other side's, like, texture. And I don't know what I could do about that, because I don't know what's causing that to happen. Like, is it missing file? If it's a missing file, why is it included in any of the downloads? Is it a file that's causing it to conflict with things? If so, I don't know which file it is. It just sort of seems to be a thing with. But anyway, so as usual, no music, no movie volume, because this here's a Star Wars game. I know, right? It sucks that I have to do that. Sucks that I have to do that, but you know. What? You know what I dislike? Brightness here is actually an irritate because it controls my whole screen brightness. The hell's my actual screen brightness? Like, ugh. Like, okay, that's bearable. But the fact that it actually controls, you know, ill feeling. Ew. Anyway, the fact that it actually controls the whole screen's brightness that's just weird. A lot of parts on the enemy side probably melt down. Mine side, yeah. Mine's not as bad as, like, you know, traps and Baldur's Gate. Combat difficulty. No, it's fine for now. We could raise it up higher. Yeah, that's right. Didn't we set it up to hard difficulty in KOTOR towards the end? Because I was doing so well. And then, yeah. So technically we beat Malik on hard. Didn't realize I did that well. I forgot I set it up to hard. Key mapping should be fine. Switch weapons is H. Alright, because there's to switch weapons in this, by the way. I know, right? It's a thing. So anyway. Here's the thing. What are we going to be this time? Because unlike KOTOR, we don't dual class. Because dual classing in KOTOR bothers me. Because there's training levels of KOTOR. I think there's like 30 in this one. But yeah, there's training levels in KOTOR, not just the Republic one. Problem though is, like, you spend, let's say, about 7 to 10 of those as, like, soldier or scout or scoundrel. And then you become a Jedi, which means basically you don't get full access to your Jedi powers, because you don't gain enough levels to really put points into things. So this time we make it so you're Jedi at the beginning, which means you could go full on counselor and put all the points into it. I like how counselors recommend for advanced players only. Like, counselor has access to all the Force, so they could be stacking upgrades all over the place, like putting on all the full Force defense and full Force everything else, and then zapping things without even losing Force points practically. But I think I have to stick with male, well, probably female Jedi Guardian this time. So, Twi'lek? Probably Twi'lek. Yeah, probably Twi'lek. I mean, or we could technically go back hill. That's back. Yeah, like I remember my good hairstyle, you know, the one I used in KOTOR 1. I do like that look, though. Also, I don't really understand the skin tone. Well, maybe that was the one that replaced my hairstyle in the first one. If I don't really understand this, it looks like, doesn't exactly look tan, it looks more like a darkish, like a greenish gray. Just looks a bit off, doesn't it? And then Twi'leks. Because you could be a Twi'lek. Why not? Well, we have a mod that lets us be a Twi'lek. So we'll probably be female Jedi Guardian. Portrait. Boop, 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 boop. So attributes. Now then, here's where I get annoyed, because we only have 30 points. Yeah, I know, right? So that means we can't really put too many points into this. As a Jedi Guardian, yeah, like, I'm gonna have to modify that, because that's sad. So, for example, and skills. As a Jedi Guardian, we don't really gain that many skills. We have a focus in demolitions, though. Not in repair, security, or competitive use. Yeah, I know, right? That's gonna be bad. Remember how much I had to use that in KOTOR? We need to modify that shit. But as a Jedi Guardian, we're also not gonna gain as many points in skills. Which means leveling these things up is gonna be a bitch. But we'll just deal with that. There's the thing. We also at least get proficiency in light and medium armor. Critical sight, flurry, power attack. Like, I don't know what the hell they were doing now. But the thing about KOTOR 1 was, as a soldier you get power attack and power blast. As a scout you get flurry and rapid shot. As a scouter you get critical strike and sniper shot. As a Jedi Guardian we gain all of them for some reason. And weapon proficiencies, of course, Jedi defense. Probably gonna take heavy armor, because reasons. Otherwise, I can't really wield my armor in this one. Well, technically I can, but it's not designed for female characters, so whoops. Oh, it's empathy. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, makes sense. So basically, we have about all we had in, the first game. Toughness, dueling, but then it gets complicated because we have like close combat. This feat trains range weapon characters to fight effectively in close combat. So basically, if you're a range character and people get close to you, which regenerate force points, because why wouldn't you take that? Also, this feat gives the character advanced training computers. The comparator use skill is no longer considered cross-class and can be purchased. Yeah, well, hey, look. We're definitely going to take those feats. The character has advanced training using teamwork units when attacking an enemy there. Now player members also attacking the character gains +2 bonus to hit. Well, that's not bad. The character is mastered using Ace of Fury Lightsaber instead of raw power. The character can add even though that's our strength bonus. Ooh. Well, that's not bad. Generate force powers. Style from finesse, precise shot. Yeah, powers, I don't really need that. It's like basically, it's like they sort of took like, well, no, I guess it isn't the same as the whole scoundrel skill of sneak attack. So yeah, I guess, yeah. I have to modify some of this, of course. And then a name. No. Gotta go back. There we go. So now there are more scenes that you probably can't see because that's how these bink fires work, apparently. Because in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there's a bunch of tets scrolling through space. Oh, it's Star Wars. Trying to remember what the plot is. So yeah. The Sith Lords. Can even say Knights of the Republic, too. The perilous time for the galaxy. A brutal civil war has all but destroyed the Jedi Order, leaving the alien Republic on the verge of collapse. Oh no. The turmoil of the evil Sith are spread across the galaxy, hunting down and destroying the remaining Jedi Knights. So we don't have a time estimate on, how long this is after Revan and all that. No escaping a deadly Sith Emperor, the last known Jedi clings to life aboard a battle trader near the ravaged world of Paragus. Paragus.
Hyperdrive offline. Multiple hull breaches detected. Proximity alert.
So yeah.
The Ebon Hawk is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead or dying. You lie in the medical room in critical condition. You won't survive long without medical attention. The hyperdrive is damaged. Main power must be restored in order to bring the engines online and dock with the nearby Paragus mining station for much-needed repairs. Your fate, and that of the Ebon Hawk, depend upon T3M4, a lone astromech droid. Return to this location at any time to skip the prologue.
As much as I hate to do this.
Press WASD to move T3M4.
So by the way, they got rid of the scripts. He's no longer as good as he was. He no longer has trained intelligence. But his debts isn't terrible. Party's legend. The map. Yeah, I know. There's caution, go ahead. Flash pistol, droid upgrade. Flash integration, logic upgrade. He has a shock arm and no actual blasters.
And turn. Press caps lock to toggle first-person free look. Hold control to look.
Tutorial.
You have new quests. To view your quests, open this room contains a plasteel cylinder and the communications console. You will come across many containers, some of which will be locked. Beyond this door is the main hold of the Ebon Hawk. This door appears to be locked in.
My bad. I didn't realize it was not done properly. So yeah, this is basically an example of what this game's going to be doing a lot of. Where it basically decides, hey, we're going to switch between characters. Like you have your main character for most things. But now we're going to be several sections where side characters, companions take over. Also, for example, we have grenadiers, stationary, ranged. They also don't tell you what these do, really. Characters using aggressive behavior or attacking any enemies they see regardless of their distance. Characters using grenade behavior attack any enemies they see but will also use grenades. Only not J. Characters in the station behavior attack any enemies within range but not move during combat. Characters in the range behavior attack enemies they see but will stay within how the character you're controlling. They will always use range weapon, but attack melee will switch melee weapons as their virtual droids. Okay, that's good.
This is the main hold.
Good for it. I can't slice them. Because I don't have any competitors. High blast.
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened from the outside.
Hi.
This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it opens a locker somewhere. This blast door is magnetically sealed and can... You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut. Your security skill is too low to open this footlocker. However...
Wow, security skill. But she's supposed to be an expert hacker. Phone.
Sometimes bashing or blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container, but you can use even broken items. They can be turned into useful
So he broke something. Because the game's a dead.
components at a workbench.
Why is there this droid on it? Why do we have a gunk droid on it?
While some doors can be bashed open or cut open, if you need help exploring the Ebon Hawk, access the map screen by pressing M. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. While some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a lightsaber or cutting tool, this is the cargo hold.
Yeah, this tutorial irritates me just because, you know.
Sensor droids emerged from this box when you opened it. These droids will make for excellent target practice. Use the weapon from this container to attack the droids.
Yeah, this doesn't just irritates me because it's just...
You can equip a weapon from the equips.
Because it's like... Let's have
Change your
things also. Unlimited uses. Only for T3.
Target by pressing Q or E, or left click on the object you want to target. To attack an enemy, left click on the sword icon or press 1. To queue up actions, left click multiple times. Clear your last combat. Good work defeating the sensor droids. To continue combat training, open the metal box again, and more sensor droids will appear. If you encounter a difficult lock on a container or door, you can use a security tunneler on it. The lock on this metal box is too difficult to open. You can use one of the security tunnelers you found to crack this lock. Select the security tunneler by clicking on the arrows above or below.
Like I'm trying to tolerate at best. But yeah, so I have a security rank of 10. Yet somehow this stuff is too hard. Probably because it's tutorial land. Like, he has security skill 10. The game's like, nope, you can't.
Of the security icon. Talking to other characters is much like using the computer console in the cockpit. Scroll through your response options or move the mouse cursor, and then click to select a response. Furthermore, certain skills, powers, and attributes may modify what choices you have, or how successful. 3CFD is malfunctioning. You can fix him by using a part. If you repair 3CFD... Success! You have fixed 3CFD. Now he will join your party.
Invite him?
3CFD is now a member of your party. To change which party member you control, click on their portrait or... This lift will take you to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk, where you will find many parts and mines to use for accessing and repairing the hyperdrive. Use the lift controls to go up.
Yeah, does that make any sense to you? Mines to use. For repairing the hyperdrive.
This is the medical room.
Oh, good for it. May I open this? Oh, yay, medpack. This turret will help us.
The medpack can stabilize your condition. Success! You are stabilized. To recover fully, you will require the medical facilities at the Paragus mining station. But you are not in any danger of dying from your wounds right now.
But we don't even have treatment or a droid.
This is the engine. This door is damaged and cannot be opened with your security skill or by bashing it. You will have to... This is the garage.
Well, good for it.
This is the... You can use this lift to take...
Well, fine, I'll go outside. There is a fun scene though. We're on the Ebon Hawk. Yeah, that's probably not good. That's a lot of damage. The garage is missing completely.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk.
Well, thanks for confirming. Which side?
Don't forget to explore. This is the port. The bubbles ahead indicate mines that you've detected automatically with your...
Ah, yeah. So maybe that's why I can't detect them in the deadly ones in...
Approach mines carefully. They will blow up and damage you if you get too close. You can use your demolition skill to either disable or... Recovering mines requires a higher demolition skill than disabling them. But
Thanks. Oh, well, at least I can disable them. Oh, so that's a proton missile. Well, at least it has a mine in it.
you can use the explosive device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored. These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently sealed, but you can override it from here. Success! The door is opened. You can now access the starboard dormitory through the garage. This is the port side of the Ebon Hawk.
What lasers? So, wait, how did I get down? Okay.
This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk.
I'm gonna try to get all them parts. No, it's not the thing. So you get to the...
You can use this lift to take you back inside the Ebon Hawk.
Yeah, I'd like to go inside. So only go inside the garage when you have it.
This is the main hold. This blast door is magnetically sealed
Okay, that's...
and cannot be opened.
Like I did not click off screen. Oh, you totally clicked. Did I not get into that?
This blast door is magnetically sealed
Okay,
and cannot be
that's
opened.
Starboard one, past the garage.
This is the main hold.
So, you can't get into the garage.
This is the garage.
Say what?
To access the area beyond this door, you will have to use solo mode, default V. Click the solo mode button at the bottom right area of the screen. While in solo mode, move 3CFD to the security computer to open the door for you.
What's it? I was gonna say what's...
This is the main hold.
Oh, because, yeah, you know. It makes sense. Because if you think about it, it's technically supposed to that, so you'd have to actually seal it off to get through.
This is a workbench. With a workbench, you can break down objects in your inventory into components. You can then use the components to create repair kits, weapons, armor, and upgrades.
You know,
Because of the damage to the Ebon Hawk, this workbench has limited functionality. You can still use it to create a repair kit. Use the workbench.
So we can go ahead and use... So we can break down items. It's a broken item, we can break it down into components. Then we can go back to creatable items. Okay, repair kit. Probably should create at least 2. Go to make parts. Make 1 part, we need that many components. I know, right? Oop. Okay, so wow, do I seriously have...
You can use repair kits to heal droids like yourself. To use this blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. This is the starboard dormitory.
So what is in here that's so important? The parts? Oh.
You found a droid
We found a flamethrower, yay.
flamethrower. This is one of the special weapons that droids can use. To equip it, open the equip screen by clicking on the... This is the garage.
These are sparking
These
wires.
sparking wires connect to the trigger mechanism for the inner and outer garage.
There's a guy who got yourself stuck, Gil. You could use this to get through. Or you could do this. Do we have to blow up her? Yeah.
This is the engine room.
Does that not work?
This is the engine room. This is the engine room.
Okay, I get it.
The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive will allow you to restore power. The starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be possible until the hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed until it is fully repaired, and you do not have the needed equipment here on the Ebon Hawk. However, you should be able to rig the hyperdrive to restore primary power and bring the port engine online. This will allow you to dock with the Paragus mining station for full repairs. Success! The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus.
Yeah, here's a story. Yeah, it's a lot more irritating.
This is the
than
main
Trask
hold.
just dealt with things. And Trask was pretty insufferable about it. It's like, oh, you're not doing something right away.
This is the cockpit.
Well, you should probably be doing this.
You can now plot a course to the Paragus mining station. To dock with Paragus, left-click on the...
Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway.
The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Oh, that's not good. We should probably go investigate. By the way. I don't think that's educated for that. And somehow we end up doing in this tank. How? Who knows? Oh, sure, I don't feel that's
Awake.
but coats on our arm and gloves. Yeah, because it's not hand gloves, they're arm. Oh no, no. God, a tight glove. have nothing. So you know what do we have to do? If you said save and edit our character a lot, you'd be correct. You would be correct. So now we will be back. I'll probably have to edit this soon after this, because we don't have access to our force powers. There's the thing. That sucks. We can't use the sunglasses. We can't use the black sunglasses that look better, because it crashes the game. We can't use our hat, it crashes the game. We can't use the Santa hat, it crashes the game. Can't use the cowboy hat, it crashes the game. Also, I don't even think Head's mask even show up on our character. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So at best we have, so probably we won't be using sunglasses. But hey, we gain wisdom and awareness from using sunglasses though, so that's not terrible. But for wearing that mask, we gain charisma, wisdom, sage will, damage resist. So I'm probably going to be wearing this mask for a while. As for armor, we'll get into that. Also, did I forget to get myself implant levels? I forgot to get myself implant levels. So here's the thing, feats, I gave ourselves 2 weapon fighting. I forgot, we can level those up. Gave myself specialization, of course, in lightsabers and melee weapons, because why not? Let's see, I gave ourselves force focus, even though we're not Jedi Counselor. Because it makes things easier. And because I can't use my magenta crystal to get myself that, so... Because magenta crystal crashes the game. So I can't have my good lightsaber crystals. Class skill awareness. So I gave myself practically all the class skills, except for stealth, because meh. Finessing and lightsabers, finessing melee weapons. And then the... You'll refer to the Mandalorian. So we, yeah, just have extra 25 vitality. Because we exist. So our skills, I set practically everything. Well, except for demolitions, I set demolitions high because demolitions annoys me. So everything else is about set and scaled up because of our stats. We have no powers. And yeah. So I set our strength to 18, dex to 16, constitution to 18, intelligence to 12, wisdom to 16, charisma to 18. So we're not terrible. Because the starting stats just piss me off. Compared to how good of a roll I could get in, you know, Baldur's Gate. I can't even roll in this, so yeah. So, we have Imperial Knight Gauntlets. Imperial Knights are fully trained Jedi. Cause it's like the Imperial Guard from Crimson Empire thing. But yeah. Sharp dexterity, damage resist. Gives us some advantages, force resist. But then we run into this problem. Right here. To Imperial Knight armor. It's not bad. Defense bonus, dexterity bonus, strength. Huh, the only thing is... Does it say if it doesn't restrict force or not, though? I would assume it doesn't, but since it's armor, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so here's the problem. As you can see, it's a bit weird on the set, and like for some reason, the testers just do not work properly. Kind of disturbs that part of the road. Just not working. Then it doesn't even look right. Like, very almost just uppercut and blocking off half of the arm. don't know why it's doing that. I don't know how to fix that. So, and here's our good old arms from the last game. Yeah, it doesn't have to show up properly, which is unfortunate. So we're probably gonna be wearing, well, we could wear the electromist robe. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Or we could wear the electromist battle robe, which is slightly better. And it doesn't screw up. So we're probably gonna be wearing this for a while. That, probably gonna wear this mask for a while because sunglasses are nice, but at the same time, I don't really need them yet. Here's the thing. I have these weapons, which should be fully upgradable in this one. That's upgrade. So yeah, like we have the code silence. Which isn't terrible. Oh god, now it's gonna start doing this stupid thing. Ugh, I hate when it does this. It doesn't stack weapons properly. So the day's cover is, you know, it's not terrible. But yeah, it's the amount you select it puts things in other categories. It's weird how that works. Oh wait, did I actually select Ring of Death? I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, especially with those stats. It's probably upgradable too. But then there's the Sword of the Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Yeah. As you can see, it's not, you know, terrible. But we don't really have that many characters who can use melee weapons, which is unfortunate. So, Mario Warriors weapon. Nice, isn't it? Okay, did I only transfer one down? That was supposed to transfer more down. And of course I sort of feel. It's pretty, isn't it? Uh-huh. Blade of Light. Or Blade of Darkness. But yeah. And then we have lightsabers. Which, by the way, I have something that almost looks like a crystal, but it replaces the Viridian crystal, unfortunately. Oh, so this here is not actually a proper lightsaber. But we could use it, technically. See? It's not bad. But we're going to use... But we don't have... Yeah. We don't have weapon-focused blast pistols for that. Huh. Can I actually... yeah, it is fully upgradable. Okay. Scatter pistol. Can't use the Westro because we don't have weapon-focused blast pistols. Here's the Bakura War Rats. This isn't terrible. And that was that, which... Huh. It's no longer two-handed. So means technically we could wield both of them. I think I just wasn't calculated properly. Those are not upgradable. not upgradable. Doesn't say if any of these are upgradable though. Sadly. So yeah, we would double those. Which is tempting. Which is very tempting. But we'll probably go with like double bladed weapons, so yeah. Because we don't have any actual double bladed weapons now, do we? But thing is, even if we are gonna go double bladed weapons, a reminder of how feats work. 2 weapon fighting affects double blade weapon or 2 weapons. So at the moment it doesn't really matter. We can wield these things however we want to wield them. But you know, we sort of have to wield these for a while. Defense bonus. Yep. So put our fair swords back on. And for this, we'll put our bats as hill. Because there's a switch weapon feature in this. Which means you could have like melee weapons on one character and then switch to range weapons. But yeah. Gotta give myself implant levels. Oh well, I can change that when I work on our force powers, because you know I have to do that too. Okay, that's Christmas pink. Because you know. Also, I gave myself some Pizzat credit, some Pizzat cards, and stuff. Over 1,000 credits, yeah. It's not bad. We're prepared for the start of the game. Go training with Jericho. Aggressive. So we can be Jedi support. By the way, Jedi support. Go to Jedi Jedi, we'll attack anyone they see, but we'll also use supporting Jedi powers to heal. Knock with like advantage. Oh no, it's... yeah, we'll be aggressive. Merge yourself in KOTOR tanks to heal most weapons. So we could probably lock security through that because of my skill. Or it's impossible. Whatever. Be that way again. Do med packs. You never know when you can use a med pack. I could probably have used the constant again now. But oh well, chemicals. Chemicals are components to make all the shits. Because besides being able to, you know, use the workbench, there's also fuck sites computer. Don't right click, go off the screen. But yeah, besides workbenches, there's lab stations. Because they made things complicated with upgrades. So lab stations can be used to create breakdown and upgrade. So for example, you can create med kits and stuff. Like you could literally create this right here. Which isn't bad. I mean, hell, I would use that right about now. Like how you need a constitution to be able to create such. Wait, how? Chemical cost, total chemicals. Oh, I guess that would require entry of 9 though to create. I was gonna say, I can't create that though. Yeah. Huh. So I don't want that, just for the strength and constitution score, but I need more tree entry. Good old... I thought that used to give you debts. Guess I think I got a different one. Can make med pads though, which cost a lot. So I want that, but tree entry. Oof. So stimulants. You can make hyperdrenals. So I need a tree entry of 11. Tree entry I need a bit more, don't we? What we have? Minor... Well, actually... Well, no, I would still require more chemicals, wouldn't I? Mind... Strong instead of deadly now. Demolition 17, ugh. Grenades. Apparently poison grenades are dangerous. Or require a lot more. I don't remember poison being that dangerous, but okay. So, we can break down the med packs to chemicals. So that means I could technically... Let's use some hack still. So wisdom... So if we do that... Yeah, I thought that was going to be... Thought they might choose the system. Problem is I can't... Apparently implants don't require... Apparently they don't require the implant levels. It just exists. Because it just requires constitution now, apparently. Huh. Well, that's convenient. So, basically... Okay, so something that requires 18 constitution gives you constitution. And that's silly. Okay, well, stats are increased. Wait, should my strength be higher? Oh wait, I said 18, not 19, right, okay. Charisma is entirely way too high because, you know, these swords. Oh wow. Continuing on, medical computer. Medical logs.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KOTOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to... Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KOTOR, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KOTOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
Oh, there you go.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No, if the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
That's just patient license. Hey, we survived. Patient treatment. Since we're at injury. Such has been treated for severe plasma last treatment. Crashing down death for our subjects is at patient 3. So what was the last treatment request? A lethal dose of sedatives was administered to all the tanks, including number 3. So if we ordered the treatment. We don't have the... yeah. Shame about that. Boop. Boop. Unlock the door to the morgue. Guess that's probably useful. Medical inventory. Yeah. So we could track that if we had a compare spike. Which we don't. Do you have a compare spike? No, you have a plasma torch. Oh, so by the way, aren't you supposed to be dead? Hi.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
Oh, yeah. Thought you would.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the KOTOR tank about you. How do you feel?
Was it your first one?
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
So you can touch the mind's thing dead. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Well, last time I remember some part of the recovery of the heart of your weapon.
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
Yeah, well... How do you know I was a Jedi?
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Let's go to the net. What is it?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
We? Why do you think we were together?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Well, you seem nervous for it. Is something wrong?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
Well, I'll go for a ship and some weapons.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
I have a robe. Why did the med bay were murdered? Now why?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
They didn't.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
Seem to know a lot about you.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
Maybe when I was trying to actually answer my question.
I have found that answers come in their own time, not ours.
This cryptic...
Turn your energy to the matter at hand. If we cannot find a way out of here, the answers will prove useless anyway.
I despise her.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Try point. Taking first steps down the path to the dark side. Self-romantic responses to ours which I prefer to the dark side. Corrupting you and your parents is growing power. Charitable and arrogance. We also allow little fart clouds now.
Yes? I do. Indeed, it would. And I have.
There's also a modified version of the companion system in this world. People actually, or your response to actually affect people. Yeah, we're approaching most people because our dark side. No choices. That one sounds like music. Game. That sounds like music. What are you playing at? You know you can't play music. I like how it's just not even obeying me. It's just like, nope, we're just gonna play music. Like, it's fucking muted. You can't be playing music because it's Star Wars, you stupid assholes. Yeah, it's not going back. That's weird. Well, I need to fix this, so we don't get all them copyright flags in the very blocked countries and all that. Yeah, apparently just reloading the fix. Like, I don't understand. It's like, the whole thing is, like, did it just turn on when I got dark side points? I don't understand. Like, by the way, was any door can be bashed? Or I could use security techniques.
Emergency lockdown
Okay,
is in
fine, I'll have
effect.
to use that.
Turbulence.
Dude, oh, you gotta be serious. Effing kidding me. My anger starting to rise. So you have to use the plasma torch to open the door because freaking plot related freaking doors.
Emergency lockdown.
God, that's irritating. Oh, then where's my sword? Why can't I equip? Well, but I said equip that, you stupid thing. There we go.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Now go loot. So, I don't have any compared spiders, do I? I like those filters now. Med pads. No, not really. Shame. I think if I break down things, it's just gonna be components anyway. I can't really make parts or such from Kill because it's not workbench, so. Hi. So I have critical strike, flurry, and power attack. Well, you know how much I like flurry. So you guys should have parts, right? Or not, or not. You could just have mining lasers. They don't want too dangerous weapons. That's gonna explode. Droid things, also emergency hatch.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Now, how are you doing in my head? There's was only silence. Sounds like the emergency has it open. Considering the circumstances, there may be a way to open if you could get to an access to it. Security tunnel, just in case. If I could just use security hill. Zero compares back to that one thing. Let's check the security records.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, KOTOR. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh well, no, I do have my Western blasters. I don't think I can have my T-Train 1 blaster though. Or my E11. Don't think I can have my E11. Maybe I should check. Because I don't think it's... Yeah, I think it would probably just crash. Huh. Come on. KOTOR 2 E11. No, I said KOTOR 2, didn't I? So like I was like, oh yeah, here's the plastic E11. But this is for KOTOR 2. Doesn't say so, so it probably isn't.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just KOTOR and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
There you go. Oh, there was a TSL. There was a available, so I should probably go get that. Yes, I know I haven't downloaded this mod because I thought I wouldn't need it, but no, I need it, apparently. Okay, maintenance line.
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Okay. Yes, download that. As I look into these things, make sure I have it. Oh yeah, now I remember why. It was because it's hidden under the weapon section of the mods, not under the models of weapon section. I know, right? Confusing. Okay, you have a B1 battle droid rifle. Ooh, a D17 blaster pistol. If I don't already have enough blaster pistols, that wouldn't be bad. And now I'm starting to lag everything. Ooh, black orange lightsaber crystals. Anyway.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt KOTOR or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Oh, isn't that nice? Ooh, that might be fun. Oof, now things start lagging up.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. Maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
So, basically you could destroy the droids, you could sneak over, shut them down, or turn them against stuff. So options. Options are good. Ooh, that's not good. Huh. No actual functions here with this console though. Also, download? Huh. Not just starting. Okay, well, let's continue because, you know, I know what's up ahead. There's this set.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Why are you doing in my head?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
Look at them droids.
Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Good job, you can pass the precognition power. With this power sugar, you should save your game. Boop.
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there.
Trying to do stuff.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget. Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Okay. Can spiritual slow receptor can go to level screen. Yeah, be right with control from and level up first. The skills. Yay, we only get. Oh no, we gain 2 points. Never mind. So I can't level up my skills because I set them too high. That's going to 5. 5 plus 3. Okay, well fine. I'll save my points then. Because I set them too high. So anyway, what do we have? Force sensitive. An arm specialist. Doing that, toughness maybe. Or that won't be bad. So I put points to go ahead. And then powers. Okay, so we have our basic powers. Then we have battle meditation, which grants buffs restricted by armor. Force valor, restricted by armor. Force speed, restricted by armor. Heal, improved heal. Master heal. But yeah. Revive die. The power lowers the damage we can't suppress revive. Non-droids though. Restricted by armor though. Force body. The power allows the character to use their own health to feel force powers. All force powers take 50% of the cost from vitality. Force barrier. Force choke. Anyway, we'll get to that one. Affect mind. It's not bad. Also, I thought I had force lightning anyone, didn't I? Of course, I should have a force lightning anyone. Why do I not have a force lightning anyone? Don't know why I don't have such, and that makes me sad. Mind trick. Force confusion. Oh yeah, by the way, hey, guess what's back? Force scream. Sorry, we did have that in KOTOR, but yeah. Used that a lot in Star Wars The Republic. Fail, insanity. Force storm, force wave, drain life, force suppression, throw lightsaber, drain force. So you have drain life, and then you have drain force. Well yeah, you could use force scream without armor. So the question is, what do I really want right now? That mind... Yeah, we'll get more powers later on, after all. Still no compare spikes. There's a stealth generator. Ah yes, so here's where we're going to save. And then edit our force powers and stuff. Maybe install some mods. We'll see. We'll be back. Okay, so, made some changes. Once the game loads. So powers. I may have given myself a bit too many powers to start with. Especially hail. I shouldn't have hail yet, apparently. Versus speed, hit mine, precognition. Versus speed we can't use because of that. Stun droid, because you know. Wound, because obvious reasons. Fail, shock, force push, so lightsaber, force scream. But yeah. Probably know it's gonna be a while before we can actually, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot I am wearing a battle robe, ain't I? Which means I ain't actually wearing armor, which means I could use force lightning. Hell, it means I can use force powers. Huh, forgot about that. So I need to test if this thing actually... So can I use force lightning with this? Again. Okay, well that works. Batch the actual robe. Cause yeah, you know, for some reason my force lightning anyone mod isn't working. I don't know why. It won't work. Yeah, I can force choke anyone. I have that. They kind of flip with each other? Could be. Could be. But yeah, I tried it on the force lightning one. Huh. So yeah, you could disable the droids. That is an option. The stun droid's an option, but we didn't have everyone depleted already. Yeah, it's supposed to have force jump. I guess it requires a lightsaber. You can't just do it with melee weapons. Gotcha. So we could use a lightsaber. We could use our lightsaber, but at the same time, let's not. Let's not. Because we're not supposed to have a lightsaber. Yet. There was a whole big deal about creating a lightsaber. In this. And we'll get to that as it comes. As for now. Boop. Look for the control override switch. You found the security officer orders. You wish to activate? Yes. And that turns that off. And all droids on the level are deactivated. Yay. Now we go over here. Open this door.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here? Atton Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The Field only causes mild electrical burns.
So what happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
In my underwear. So there's a bunch of
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
Stories I heard were Sith.
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've been away.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Well, the rumors I heard said Revan defeated Malak and went to Corbett. Yeah, the Sith against the Republic.
Well, that was the story. But whatever happened there must not have lasted. Oh, there was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's Grand Crusade finally consumed her.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman. Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
Yeah, don't know.
Well, the miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Well, firstly, tell me your plan.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
You know anything about that?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm not sure you knew anything.
So you done interrogating me, or are we going to work together and try to get out of this mess?
Yeah. I'm supposed to go, but if you try it right, I'll cut you down for a second.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console. Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
Don't be time for a siege on emergency lockdown.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
Is there anything else we can do with this?
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Can we contact the miners?
We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
See if we can try.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Don't say lines.
Found anything?
Galactic history. Capturing lightsaber. Oh. I was gonna say, we haven't even met Baldur yet. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we'll get to that later. Need Ebon Hawk. Recent history. Galactic history. Still need to figure out that. The problem is I can't figure that out until I have a computer spike. I do not have the computer spike. I have a security tunneler, but not a computer spike. And that makes me sad. By the way, we are probably going in the video here. What do I have? Oh. I don't have Force Choke anyone yet. I still can't get the stupid frickin' Force Lightning mod to work. Oh well. Don't really need Force Lightning if we can Force Choke anyone anyway. Shame. Shame. I mean, I could manually add it if I could deal with the spells thing, but that's complicated, so anyway. Because here's the thing. We don't... I can't even look at it because I don't have it yet. Durr. I forgot to check if implants were actually a thing. I would do that when we end the video. Oh. Did I... Forgot to add the weapons, didn't I? Whoops. Okay. Yeah, we'll add them in the next video. Because I'm stupid. Yay. So yeah, we need... Got a sniper rifle and some E11s to add. And yeah, gonna need to check on those. See if there's actually an implant system or if it's all just based on, you know, that. Because it makes sense if it's based on, you know, Constitution stuff. Which means that actually everyone could wear implants because of how I modified the Constitution on everyone. Huh. Because the implant system in KOTOR 1 was basically, yeah, you actually had to spend 1 to 3 points on feats and that was teased because you didn't really get that many feats to actually spend on implant levels, really. Which well, I have 25 defense, that's not bad, especially for this robe. That'll give me 3. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we are getting defense. Ah yeah, we're getting defense bonus from our swords, aren't we? Oh well, so yeah, next time.